pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to call this the October 13th, 2020 meeting to order. It's 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, City of Smith Station, Alabama. Thank you, Mr. Stringer. Thank you, Mr. Key. Can we have a roll call vote in order to establish a quorum?
Yes, sir. Councilmember Stringer. Here. Councilmember Jackson. Here. Councilmember Moody. Here. Councilmember Cooley. Here. Councilmember Key. Yes. Mayor Copeland.
Yes. We have perfect attendance. Thank you guys so much for being a servant leader and being here to represent the City of Smith Station. The minutes from the September 22nd, 2020 regular City Council meeting were given to you hard copy as well as digital. Are there any additions or corrections? Will none being brought forth, I call for the vote. Okay, motion is second approved. Mr. Cooley? Second.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. At this time, I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Johnston, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Recommendation of City Council. The Planning Commission of the City of Smith Station recommends to the City Council the following: to deny the application to rezone the following property from R1 to R4. Case Z like Zebra 20-792. The applicant was Vanessa Williams. The property location was 242 Lee Road 587, Smith Station. The current zoning is R1. The proposed zoning request was R4. The Planning Commission denied the application.
You've heard the introduction. Do you need a roll call vote or first and second?
No, sir.
Okay. I need a motion to approve the recommendation of the Planning Commission.
Thank you.
Motion to approve.
Mr. Cooley, second by Mr. Moody. At this time, I'd like to open up a public hearing to discuss ordinance 2020-172, street names.
No one signed in, sir.
Any council member have a discussion on this? I'd like to say thank you to your committee, sir. Thank you to your committee, sir. Mr. Jackson, thank you for all your hard work. At this time, I close the public meeting. Moving right along to ordinance. This is the second reading of consideration for approval and adoption. Ordinance 2020-172, establish street names. Mr. Johnston, will you introduce that?
Absolutely. Ordinance 2020-172, an ordinance of the City of Smith Station, Alabama to establish street names on the roads, roadways, streets, and byways within the city limits of Smith Station, Alabama.
You've heard the introduction to this, and again, this is the second reading, so therefore we will go forward.
Mayor Copeland.
Yes.
As chairman of this committee, I wholeheartedly recommend and ask that this council pass this resolution tonight. It's something that we've been looking forward to for many years.
Mr. Cooley made the motion. Can I get a second?
Second.
Mr. Jackson, any discussion? This is one of those mountaintop moments. You know, anybody that has ran for office knows there's two things you get asked: sewage and road names. And this is a mountaintop moment. Although we're halfway up the mountain, we still got a ways to go, and it will fall on you two guys as well. Thank you. Any other discussion? None being brought forth, I call for the vote.
Yes, sir. Councilmember Stringer?
Yes.
Councilmember Jackson?
Yes.
Councilmember Moody?
Yes.
Councilmember Cooley?
Yes.
Councilmember Key?
Yes.
Mayor Copeland?
Yes. Moving forward to item 10.
Mayor Copeland, make the motion that we suspend the rules of ordinances and resolutions so we can address a couple items on the agenda tonight.
Okay. Mr. Cooley's recommended we suspend the rules and ordinances to talk about ordinance amendment 219-163.02, issuance fee and lodging tax. Can I get a motion? Can I get a second?
Motion.
Mr. Mr. Key? Can I get a roll call vote, please?
Yes, sir. Councilmember Stringer?
Yes.
Councilmember Jackson?
Yes.
Councilmember Moody?
Yes.
Councilmember Cooley?
Yes.
Councilmember Key?
Yes.
Mayor Copeland?
Yes. Moving right along to item number 11, ordinance amendment 2019-163.02, issuance fee and lodging tax. Mr. Johnston, will you introduce that, please?
Absolutely. Business license ordinance amendment 2019-163.02. An ordinance of the City of Smith Station, Alabama, amending business license ordinance 2019-163, Section 3, license term, minimums, paragraph C, issuance fee, append ordinance amendment, ordinance 2017-135, and ordinance 2017-135.1, lodging tax, and amend the numeration of sections 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, as permitted by Section 115190 of the Code of Alabama 1975, as amended.
You've heard Mr. Johnson introduce the resolution 2020-397. I'm sorry, 2019-16302. Can I get a motion a second?
Motion.
Moody?
Second.
Cooley? Any discussion? This is cleaning up things. This is nothing new. This is just putting it all together and with a big, nice, tight package. With no more discussion, I call for the vote.
Councilmember Stringer?
Yes.
Councilmember Jackson?
Yes.
Councilmember Moody?
Yes.
Councilmember Cooley?
Yes.
Councilmember Key?
Yes.
Mayor Copeland?
Yes. Moving to something very exciting, Resolution 2020-397, business license agreement with Avenue Insights Analytics, LLC. You introduce that, Mr. Johnston.
Yes, sir. Resolution 2020-397. A resolution for the City of Smith Station, Alabama, authorizing Mayor Copeland to enter into a tax revenue enhancement agreement with Avenue Insights and Analytics, LLC, for business license administration.
You've heard the introduction of this. We explained it in the work session. Can I get a motion and a second?
Motion to.
Jackson, Stringer? Any discussion? For the public, this is a company that will do our business license that will be able to track, use analytics to find people that have not gotten business license, i.e. social media sites, i.e. business cards that maybe posted around town or flyers. It'll do the work of 100 people just by a computer program these people have built. So, any other discussion? Will not being brought forth, I call for the vote.
Yes, sir. Councilmember Stringer?
Yes.
Councilmember Jackson?
Yes.
Councilmember Moody?
Yes.
Councilmember Cooley?
Yes.
Councilmember Key?
Yes.
Mayor Copeland?
Yes. At this time, I'll entertain any public comments. Did anybody sign in?
No, sir.
At this time, I'll entertain any comments or announcements from the council.
One of the things I would like to announce, Mayor, is today we lost one of the cornerstones of Smith Station, Mr. Robert Stringer. Person that's been, I've been in Smith Station 50 some years, and he's probably been here at least 65 or 70. He's always been a person that have been looked up to by his peers. He always carried himself in a way that people respected him. And I know that the City of Smith Station, as well as people that surround Smith Station, will miss him. And most certainly I would like to just say our thoughts and our prayers goes out to the Stringer family. Most certainly he was an outstanding person.
Yeah, I piggyback those sentiments exactly. I remember growing up in Dixie Youth baseball with you guys, both you guys, and Mr. Stringer would always be there working a concession stand and helping the kids. And then as I got older, he always had a kind word and a great smile. He had one of the best smiles in the world, and probably got one of the greatest pickup trucks in Smith Station. He's going to be missed, and I know the Stringer family is in mourning, and we at Smith Station send our condolences and our prayers to the family, and especially Napoleon, who's a personal friend of mine as well. Also, we had a house burned down on 562 today. Let's keep that family in their prayers. They lost everything. I've never seen a house burn that fast, and so we need to keep those people in our prayers. I do know before I left the site that the Red Cross was on the way. And for those of you who don't know, If your house burns up, Red Cross will put you in an apartment for a little while, get you back on your feet, and that's why we give to Red Cross as a city. So the money we gave them last year, they're going to spend it. This is the second fire we've had like this in the last 6 months. So. Also, I'd like to touch on something else before we dismiss, and this is a very sensitive subject. But in the last 5 days, we had 6 suicide attempts with 3 successful in the city of Smith Station. We have an epidemic. The only way I know to combat this is to love unconditionally. Go out of your way to make sure people know they are important. Go out of your way to make sure people know that they are valued. I challenge us as a board, a council, to go above and beyond to be the display of hope and love and take time to say hey to others. Right now, I can't even begin to explain how bad this whole COVID thing is. It's putting stress on people. Then we have the election that's putting stress on people. Money situations put stress on people. The kids are having to go back to school in very stressful situations, not being able to hang out. I have 2 little girls in high school, and they argue about not being able to have recess and playtime and having to go to lunchroom and come back and sit in their classroom. We're living in unparalleled times, but I do know that hope is a very powerful thing, and we got to give people hope. So please pray for our little city as we go forward, and let's pray that somehow or another the sunshine shines through on this. At this time, I'd like to recognize in the media my good buddy Chris Gates from CTV Beam and my good buddy Denise Dubois from the Citizen News. And again, we send our condolences to you as losing your boss as well. I entertain a motion, we adjourn.
This meeting be adjourned.
Jackson Cooley.